Hey guys, I'm Rita and I am digital accountant. In today's episode, I will share my review of LessAccounting bookkeeping software. This software claims to be the world's simplest bookkeeping software. So, let's find out if this is true. So first point what I want to talk about is blocks of text that you need to read through on LessAccounting bookkeeping software. I think so initial thought of LessAccounting was that they will provide as much information as possible so it's easier and simpler for you to know what you can do where and what would be an impact of particular action that you're taking. However, it actually doesn't make simple at all because you need to read all those text blocks and it feels like reading theory book or reading some massive article, and if you are not the one who is patient enough to read all this information, then you might find out actually LessAccounting bookkeeping software overwhelming. So less is more, but not in this case. So for example, in report section, when you enter there is so many text and it's hard to understand, okay, where is the actual report where I can click. You just need to click on header basically. But under every header, which is reports header, there is massive blocks of text to read through. Maybe if these text blocks would be provided in different way, like with icon, so like information icon, and then you can read it through pop-up message if you require, that would make this maybe accounting software simpler. But at the moment it is overwhelming and information blends with actual section and it looks so confusing, so full with information, and doesn't make it simpler at all. Well, at least didn't make it simple for me. CSV file uploads are actually not supported on LessAccounting bookkeeping software. So if you want to upload CSV file, as LessAccounting have advised that you cannot actually. What they provide is a separate link to a separate web page where you need to create an account. Then you can upload your CSV file and convert to one of two LessAccounting bookkeeping software approved formats, so either QIF or QFX format. So once you export your CSV file in one of those formats, you will be able to upload your file on LessAccounting bookkeeping software. So in my case, it was uploading bank statements. Does this make LessAccounting world's simplest accounting software when you need to go to completely different web page, create a separate account, convert files and then re-upload? I don't think so. Also be not mindful about data security, as I'm not sure if that free converter is actually secure. Just double check, do your investigation, please. Chart of accounts on LessAccounting bookkeeping software is not actually chart of accounts. And the reason is because chart of accounts on LessAccounting is a short list of codes which doesn't include all codes or all categories on this list. I don't know actually why it's called chart of accounts on LessAccounting if I don't have a full visibility of all codes. Furthermore, if you want to add a new code, you can only add expense codes. So you cannot add additional revenue codes or additional balance sheet codes like asset codes. No, you cannot do it. All what you can add is just an expense code. For example, if you want to record separately business insurance or business rates, you will be able to add those categories. To delete, well, not all categories you can delete. Only some categories will have a little tick box on right side to that category that you will be able to tick on and go to the very top and click on save button, so it will activate deletion Is it correct term? Yeah. Will activate to delete. Wow, I'm really wrapped up in those words. So what I meant, it will, when you click on save button, it will delete that expense category. And don't fall in that trap. What I've done actually, when I clicked on that tick box and next to it there is small icon, which is like small bin icon, and I tried to click multiple times, it will not delete that expense category. You actually need to scroll to very top, and click on save, and that will activate deletion of this expense category. Talking about subcategories, no, we cannot add subcategories on LessAccounting, and that's fine, because to make life easy and simple and to work with this accounting software, I do understand why subcategories are not included, but it doesn't make easier or simpler when you need to start using tags. So every transaction what you record, either you issue invoice, sales invoice, or you record expense transaction or bank transactions, all those you will actually need to allocate to particular tag, which would actually work easier if you would have a separate income, revenue or sales code, or if you would have a separate expense code for. That is the way how LessAccounting bookkeeping software works. Does it make it simpler? When you have not full visibility of chart of accounts, I would say no. Not to add subcategories but use tags, I would say no as well. But it's up to you. You will need to get used to tags, which are like a keywords which you can use later in report section to filter particular transactions or activity, your business activity, based on those tags. Accounting section without journals. So LessAccounting bookkeeping software provides a section called accounting. So accounting, that means that you can access transactions, review those. Perfect. Also can do reconciliations to your bank account or cash account. That's good as well. And we can review chart of accounts even if it has omitted categories or codes. Hey ho, but well, there's chart of accounts and it is under accounting section, which is good as well. And then we can invite or hire a bookkeeper, if I recall correctly, under this section as well. So all relating to broad accounting. That's all great news and perfect, but where's my journals? Can I do journals on LessAccounting? Yes, we can do journals on LessAccounting, but journals are not part of accounting section. And I have no solid answer why. Actually, to post journals and see whole list of journals, you will need to go to settings section. Why? Why you would need to go to settings section and take an action to manage your transactions? I don't know. Maybe if someone from LessAccounting is actually watching my review, will move journals to accounting section. That would make life easier and simpler, whoever uses LessAccounting bookkeeping software, to record transactions and manage their business operations. Just a tip. Is LessAccounting a goldfish in a shark tank? Is it? The LessAccounting is a bookkeeping software, so that's what they actually claim to be, the world's simplest bookkeeping software. But it compares itself to big sharks like Zoho Books, FreshBooks, Wave Accounting, and those are accounting softwares. They are not bookkeeping softwares. So LessAccounting, you are naughty by doing that one, because how you can compare bookkeeping software with an accounting software? It's like comparing cherries with watermelons. And also you have explained in a blog post what is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So make your mind up. Furthermore, LessAccounting pricing is higher compared with these big sharp pricing packages what they offer, and also they offer for a cheaper price more features compared to LessAccounting. So LessAccounting, I think you have actually shoot yourself in the foot. So my overall feedback about LessAccounting bookkeeping software. Well, actually it was quite hard for me to understand how this software works, how to approach it, and how to record transactions and not get lost and overwhelmed. Also, its outdated interface, when you actually go into sections, really confused and puzzled me. The dashboard on LessAccounting looks new and modern, but it gets worse once you actually go into section and you want to record transaction or if you want to review information. Furthermore, I think that LessAccounting is too pricey, and instead of being simple, it is complicated. There is still a way to reach for world's simplest bookkeeping software. I hope you found my LessAccounting review useful, but if you have any questions or require any further advice, feel free to reach out to me. I have shared the link in the description section below to my LessAccounting tutorial, where I am presenting my made-up business, knitting business. So if you are about to make decision if this is the right bookkeeping software, so if LessAccounting bookkeeping software is the right software for you, then I would suggest it for you to watch first. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.